Hey, I'm Steve, the MGEV guy. Welcome to another episode. This is reason number 10 of the top 10 reasons for converting a classic, the cold start. If you've ever owned a classic or a car more than 20 years old, you've had the same feeling that I'm having right now, which is after you haven't driven in a few days or weeks or even months, is it gonna start? So many things to think about. You know, is the battery gonna be charged? Is my fuel pump okay? Are my carburetors set up right? Is the starter motor gonna work? Is my fuel still good? Now, generally speaking, if you take care of your car, it's gonna start, but that doesn't mean you haven't had the experience of it not doing what you hoped it would. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. This car is a 1958 MGA 1500. It's in top tune and it shouldn't give me any problems at all. In fact, I've had it out just a week ago or so and it started and performed great. But nonetheless, you know, you do always sort of have that feeling that maybe this is the time that it's not gonna quite do what you want. That smell. But that's for another video. Here's the MGA. We're gonna fire it up right now and you'll get a sense of the difference between a ICE and EV cold start. All right, so I put in the key. Fuel pump's working, that's positive. We're gonna pull out the choke. Very good. John Twist always says that to start these cars, you put the gas to the floor when you pull the starter. Let's try one without it. Let's try that again with the gas down. There you go. Well, maybe I'm proving myself wrong. We got a beautiful cold start out of this 1958 motor. But now comes the second part of the cold start. What do you do now? You know, I once had a guy who sold me a 1951 Morris, and he told me that it was best to let the car warm up for 10 to 15 minutes before driving it. Other people say that you should really drive the car as soon as you're possibly able to make sure that you're sloshing the oil around and getting everything lubricated. I am definitely from the latter school, so I'm going to take this car out right away. The EV, on the other hand, well, it's about as reliable as turning on your kettle in the morning. You don't need to pull any knobs or put it in neutral or anything. You just leave it as is, turn the key on, and there you go. It's working. The other great thing after a cold start in an EV is it's ready to roll. There's no warming up, there's no waiting for it to be ready. There's no worrying about whether you're driving it too soon or whether you're not sloshing around enough oil. It's just ready. The car is now at a reasonable operating temperature. It's idling properly, it's running great, very satisfying. Looking forward to taking this car out for a bit of a drive today. There's my video on cold start. Reason number 10 for why a converted EV is a better car. Until next time, hope your batteries are charged and the road is empty.